Hello, 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 hello. And we're back. Um, After having had a few weeks off with this, that, and the next thing, we're back with session 2 of the Annihilator's Gambit, where our intrepid team of rebel, uh, what shall we call you? Infiltration unit. Um,
We're off to a great start then.
have arrived at their destination, made contact with Keenan Wynn. Having went to his nightclub and caused a small ruckus outside. Tiny
You're
little, tiny little small altercation with a couple of Wookiees.
You're just hiding in plain sight. That's what it is.
And you have been told that the criminal fraternity you're most likely to be able to infiltrate is one called the League of Malice. A droid assassin droid that runs it is IG-92 and has a female bodyguard by the name of Caitlin Jens, who's known to be about as vicious as he is.
Yeah, I'm perfectly serious. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. I was just remembering how few bennies you got this session.
Oh no. Okay.
I know. You talked to Wynn, who said he would try and help get some sort of introduction with the League, and he sent you, due to the altercation and the fact that troopers had arrived inside the nightclub, sent you out the rear entrance of the nightclub and told you to go to the Phoenix Hotel where he had arranged a room for you.
I am used to using the rear entrance.
See, there was just no way for me to actually finish that sentence without it becoming an innuendo of some description. So I just went with the obvious.
Yeah, just to be perfectly honest, she let you finish.
I thought,
she didn't want to interrupt. She was very pleasant and very attentive.
She was. It was punners, and she did not want to give punners interrupters, which is.
I've had that. There is treatment.
Oh, good grief! Right, so as you were told, it's a couple of blocks away. It's possible to get to the hotel through sort of side streets and alleys and so on, or you can sort of walk on the main street and go down 2 blocks.
Not the main street, if I may advise.
Well, you can advise. I'm still inclined to ignore you, but part of me actually wants to be sensible for a change, given
I'm sorry, you want to go down a side alley to be raped by bandits rather than the main street, where things are in public view and organized and civil.
Oh, I'll just say I'm already taken. Be fine.
Don't I need to remind you that stormtroopers have been called because someone by the likes of us caused a ruckus at the club? They might still be looking for us.
I disagree.
That's the fastest route would be.
We did no such thing. That is a gross exaggeration.
Perhaps the fastest route would be the best one to take. Leave the area as fast as possible with as little.
To be honest, just to make the choice more interesting, there's really not much difference between taking the back alley route and taking the the main street. The only difference is in
Quick, the master didn't plan any encounters.
You say that now.
you know, my players in my other campaign have told me often of my ability to think fast and come up with encounters on the cuff. So let's have
I
it.
propose we instead stand here on this street corner and discuss the best route to take before we embark on our journey.
We might get some interesting propositions, but I suggest we move on.
How about we hold the present session in discussing the best route to take? It would take about a couple of hours.
Sort it with a credit toss, tic-tac-toe.
What direction should we go?
Cab.
There's that. Roger, you're talking about a guy who has players who have spent entire sessions planning the heist that they're going to do the following session. That's all they do the entire session.
I do assume it was tiny bit more complicated than choosing to turn right or left, wasn't it? Slightly. Tiny bit.
And yet...
And yes, okay.
We now have 3 choices: to go by the main street and be raped by stormtroopers, to go the back street and be raped by bandits, or to get in this dark taxi cab and be raped by a taxi driver with Rohypnol. Which do you wish to take?
Just to explain again to anyone who ever watches this, this was meant to be a family PG-13.
Oh yeah, we have 2 viewers. I've got 1 now. Hello, viewer.
Hello, viewer. It's okay.
Poor thing. We're getting the taxi, I think.
Okay.
Thus thwarting the entire on-the-fly encounter you dreamt up when we started diddling.
That's all right. That's all right. The thing about on-the-fly encounters is that they can happen anywhere. That's why they're on the fly.
If we get a taxi, I'll call a taxi. We get in the taxi and go. This is.
I feel.
However, Daxia,
a confined environment with no escape routes.
Daxia will constantly be backseat driving. You do realise?
I have no doubt.
We'll be gone, and okay, I'll be gone, and I'll meet you there.
Can I come with you, Rex?
Okay.
We're all in the same taxi, right?
Well, if you don't, that's going to be an interesting chase. Oh, follow that cab. By the time the chasing cab actually gets up speed, the other one's stopped because it's only 2 blocks away. You see the other one go speeding past. Don't tell me I can't make an encounter out of nothing. I'll do the whole runaway train thing.
You might draw less attention if we're in a cab.
We've got in the cab.
Yeah. Okay, so you travel for the entirety of the journey. An incredibly long journey of about 20 seconds.
Save the planet.
Well, we're new. We don't know the place, so I assume he's driven around the block 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and then approach from the other end so that we don't realise it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a one-way street.
It's like that. It's like a line. How many Macy's are in this town? Because we've driven past it 3 times.
It's a franchise round here, mate. They all got them. I reckon if he's going to be a cabbie in Star Wars, he's going to be a London cabbie with a full Cockney accent. Get out of it! Come on! Move! Right, there we are. We're at your destination. I hope you enjoyed this long and fruitful journey.
Your braking wasn't particularly smooth, but it did.
Bye-bye, driver.
Yeah.
There are 2,185 ways to use a fruit in a sexual context. Thank you.
He's a taxi driver, not a fruit.
He said something about fruitful.
Ah.
Oh, God.
God.
We're no viewers now, by the way.
Yay, we're winning.
Wow.
Okay, you have arrived at the Phoenix Hotel, which could best be described as the Travelodge of the world. Where function over form is definitely the order of the day.
Who are we supposed to meet again? Do you recall his name? I hope I don't have to introduce us to him.
When Keenan Wynn said that he would contact you with when he'd arranged a meeting, he was partially getting you out of his club and partially letting you rest for the evening before.
It was one of you, an IG-92.
There is only one of me, since I am conscious. I do have protocols, but we are not one alike.
Well, this one has protocols then. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
That sounded kind of racist, Daxir.
Well,
as you enter,
droid.
You see that there's a desk attendant. Who is an Ikochi. And if you want to know what one looks like, if you go to your Star Wars companion and look on page 15.
Oh, fuck.
Google.
Okay, companion, page 15.
All right.
Ikochi.
Okay.
Okay.
Name.
Well, do you want our names in turn, or would you like our party name? Or we haven't really come up with one. We're here to see.
And a droid.
We're here to see IG-92. Urgent business.
No, you'll be sent here just to get rest. Keenan Wynn said he'd contact you when he got the actual contact. You're just sent here to rest.
We need 4 rooms in.
Surely the biological should be in one room. I am confused.
Room each is sort of traditional.
Oh,
name.
Yeah, keep going. What? Oh, it's because he
wants to
Individual or
nice
party
person.
name.
my name is Dati Kagna.
Wonderful. I don't see you on the. Oh, right. Are you the party for Mr. Wynn? He reserved a room for you earlier this evening.
Where is he?
That's us.
It's room 94.
Oh, shit.
Yes, and that's a Star Wars reference, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's room 94.
And do you provide 1 or 2 drink sachets in the room? Because I'd like 3, please.
Wait a minute. She goes away, comes back again. There's another 2. That makes 4.
Thank you very kindly.
You're more than welcome. Welcome to the Phoenix Hotel. We do have a bar. It's happy hour at the moment.
Oh, perfect. Well, we've got some time to kill.
I do expect that Mr. Wynn will be paying the bill for this.
That is correct.
Well, I'm not
Well, I
paying.
do hope so, because if Mr. Wynn withholds payment, obviously, the people who are using the facilities will be the one footing the bill.
My name is Mr. Wynn.
Hand.
I've met Mr. Wynn.
My name is Mrs. Wynn.
Is it?
I'm Mr. Wynn, and so is my wife.
I've met Mr. Wynn's other I've met Mr. Wynn's others. Please go to the bar or your rooms. Thank you.
Thank you,
The
desk
sachets.
manager. And I'll
Put
be
the
off to
sachets in
the
the coat pocket.
yeah, I'll be
Oh,
off to the bar.
Very cheery fellow.
That's fairly normal, isn't it, for an it's Scotchy?
Was that racism again, Daxir?
No, it's just an observation.
And it's a new Family Guy, so
Sounded like racism.
There are many races in this world, and there are droids, and we all have our stereotypes. And
apparently you ate all of them. Congratulations.
I'm not hating. I'm just distinguishing.
Okay. Hee.
God, you're so touchy today. Do you need an oil bath or?
Ooh.
Oil
Again,
bath.
I'm not
I'll buy you an oil bath. How
I'm
about
not
that?
that kind of droid.
Oil bath.
We've been through this.
Are you
Yeah, I
offering?
know it's extra, but I'm more than happy to buy our dear combat droid here an oil bath. He obviously needs it.
I assume we need to go to the bar because something is about to happen. Yes, later, before bed, or
Very well.
trance, or
Shut down. Standby,
Yes.
or whatever it is.
Whatever, yes.
Are you going to the bar or your rooms? Or room?
Bar.
I'm going to
Oh,
the
we'll go to the
bar.
bar first. Yeah, we'll get a drink.
Okay.
behind the box in the guy.
Culture shock. Being a city with a vibrant nightlife, you can tell almost immediately that whatever vibrant nightlife it's having, it isn't having it in this hotel. They've all, obviously, whoever's in there have went elsewhere for their evening's entertainment. The bar is completely empty. You can almost hear the tumbleweeds passing through.
What about
She
bar
just said it
staff?
was
Is there
happy
no
hour.
bar staff?
Well, there's a barman, and that's it.
This
Human
is
Kind
your
of,
happy hour?
kind of looks up and immediately smiles. Oh, hello!
Hello, fellow biological.
Yes. Hi, how you doing? Yes. Come. Um. Are you here to have a drink?
It's a bar, isn't it? Or
Are
not
you
close,
having a
are you?
stroke? Do you need medical attention, sir?
No, it's just Look, it's everyone goes everywhere else. It's,
No, in the
Yeah,
garage.
we'll have drinks.
Yes, happy hour, isn't it? Is it a 2-for-1 deal like in other places, or have you got something else on?
I'll tell you what, just to keep you here, because I'll make it 3 for 1.
Very generous of you.
Oh, it's just it's my pleasure, really.
God, you're really lovely, aren't you?
What would you all like?
Well, if it's 3 for 1, your most expensive drink, please.
Ooh, yes. Right. Would you like a glass or a bottle?
Let's do a bottle.
Right. There you go. Big Magnum sort of bottle there, and obviously 3 for 1. There you go. And there you go. Sparkling. It's sparkling grape wine from Naboo.
Exotic.
Oh yes.
Wine manufactured
Crushed by
destroying
Gungans themselves,
grapes.
apparently.
You said what about grapes?
Crushed by Gungans themselves, apparently.
Oh,
Naboo,
thank goodness.
never heard of it.
Thank goodness, I'm not a biological.
We do have. I mean, we've got little portable batteries for charging here. Got some nice oils.
I'll have the most leaded oil you could put your hands on.
Just give me a.
Maybe this place is empty because its drinks are shit.
He does come back with what looks like crude oil that looks thick enough to actually stand in.
Oil shake, my favorite. Thank you, barkeep.
I thought all of the oil sheikhs retired once they'd drilled all of their oil.
I'm not touching that one.
I suppose it depends how worn out they are.
Oh boy. Right. Before all these terrible oil puns desert us. I had to get in one.
Don't take too much oil or the Americans will invade.
Well, anyway, cheers. As I open the first bottle.
Enjoy your infant grapes. Sorry, your deceased infant grapes.
I'm sure it will taste very nice.
Can you just remind us, Ronnie, how far away are we, like, from Naboo? Because Daxira is wondering how much the import prices are on this drink.
Hold on. I will actually...
Yeah, you're still going to pay for one.
Oh, yeah. But, like, just as a reason why the bar is so, dead.
Yeah, we can't get up there.
Can't turn a profit.
I did have you near.
Oh, okay. So it makes kind of logical sense. I was just wondering, like, approximately.
Okay, I've got you under my skin. No, actually, you're not quite that far. You're actually quite. You're not actually as close as I thought. Yeah, it's quite far, actually. It's not too bad. Anyway, the wine is perfectly fine, but it's certainly, if this is the most expensive stuff, you'd kind of go, maybe don't want to try the house wine.
Can I take a little umbrella and a straw for my oil?
Perfect.
This makes me so happy.
I'm so glad. I'm sorry. It's been.
We might need to call the paramedics.
It's been. Look, we don't.
It's not a busy night tonight, then.
I think this is the busiest it's been for quite some time, Rick.
Yeah, I do think they forgot how to spell the word busy.
Look, it's simple. There's only so many.
It's got to talk to people.
There's only so many people, and there's all these bars and nightclubs and everything, and our little bar just doesn't get any help at all, and we still have to pay bloody protection money.
Have you tried hookers?
Only since the wife left me.
I'm assuming you mean the sex worker type hookers rather than the smoking
You're
hookers.
gonna feel me that one. I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, it was there. It was there.
Isn't it traditional for us to tell you our problems rather than the other way around?
You are a soothing balm on my problems this evening. It's lovely. It's just so nice to have.
Whom do you pay protection money to?
Oh, I really shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I got so excited.
But you did.
Stupid.
Please auto-complete the question.
I'm sorry.
The question is a required field.
Give him a minute, Daddy. Jeez. Daxir actually sits back and puts his feet on the table.
Look, I really shouldn't say they refer to themselves as
He just put a bunch of
the League of Malice. They claim that they can protect most of the businesses around here. It's just to be honest, I don't really see any protection, but
do you have a contact for the League of Malice?
Manager might, but he's never in an evening.
Isn't it League of Malice we're supposed to infiltrate?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Do you not have it written down anywhere for communication purposes?
No, they tend to come in every month for their charitable donation, they call it.
What day do they turn up and take a cut?
When's the next one?
It's not for another week, I think. I kind of try and keep my head down, and I'm not. They're very scary.
And they see the manager, not you.
Yes. Oh, I'm nobody. I'm just a bartender. They insult and they take my drinks. They don't even pay for them. Don't even pay for them.
Rix.
What?
If we trash this place, the League of Mares will come here to protect this place one day.
Theoretically, yes, they would.
Just give the word.
Could be a way in, I suppose. Well, they get us noticed, certainly.
Yes, but then what?
I don't know how covert
infiltrate them, not the other way around.
I don't know how covert we've been on this mission so far.
Otherwise,
surely this manager has an office.
Oh yes, it's right behind the main desk there.
There we go.
Otherwise, we will be bound in waiting for our contact to tell us something.
I mean, you just got to be nice with Tash. She's not she tries to be friendly. It's just not in her nature to be bubbly,
Oh, is that the person we saw on the desk?
Yes. She tries. I think she comes across as more bored than anything else.
Oh, sorry, what was her first name? Was it Marvin? Or...
That wasn't Marvin.
Starving Marvin.
But she's nice enough. It's just she as I say, the boss comes in about 9-10 o'clock in the morning. He's here till 4ish. Buggers off.
Perhaps we could perhaps make our own link into the mob here.
Bro, is the reason that you get reviews.
I'll go and get you more. You need a refill. You need more oil, mate. You need some.
No, thank you very much.
I could get you another umbrella. Please
say yes.
Okay then. Thank you very much.
Has it not occurred to you to serve drinks to Riggs, who has not yet had one, rather than serving G.I. Joe a second time?
I did. I did.
You all got a bottle.
3 bottles.
Oh,
yes.
I see. You were expecting me to drink this magnum of infant dead grapes.
Well, I mean, if you're not having it, then I guess Rix and I will share it.
Yes, please. This is not what I consume.
It's not that bad. I've had worse.
I do apologize. I know that grape juice, Naboo grape juice, can be an acquired taste. Is there anything specific you would like?
I am not due for a good servicing for 37 days. My species is between supplemental inputs right now.
Wait, what? Patrick Super 10? Why are you on the
I think that's a little more than I'm allowed to do on my barman's salary, but I suppose I could find you a battery.
I beg your pardon. I am a biological.
Then what kind of servicing would you require, miss?
None at all. I am not due for a good servicing for 37 days.
Then tell him what you want to drink.
Oh,
you can't have it both ways.
Sorry?
Nothing, please.
She's fine.
I'll go and get your umbrella.
Do you want ice in that?
A big fat glass of nothing with ice.
I'm tempted. The barman is very tempted.
Can you just remind me, sorry?
Yeah.
What are we infiltrating this thingy of malice for exactly?
Right. Your primary mission is to find this pirate crew that have been attacking planets and to infiltrate. Because you need to get the information from their computer that proves that they are getting orders from the Empire, as opposed to working on their own. Because at the moment, the Empire are looking like the good guys coming in and clearing up this pirate menace.
And this mob has got connections to the pirates, haven't they? Or possibly are the pirates even.
Well, the intelligence such as they've gotten is that this planet, Syria, could be the next target or somewhere nearby. And they're hoping that, some of the criminal fraternity on this planet might have advanced knowledge, which is why you're trying to infiltrate.
Team, may I suggest that we talk amongst ourselves in order to coordinate our strategy?
Yes.
Very good. I propose, from my suggestion, that we act like criminals around the town who are looking to join a larger group of criminals in order to have a gang, because we are a small gang who can be subsumed into a larger gang. So we should spray paint, graffiti, and be obnoxious to locals.
I think we've already kind of proved that we can do criminal activity.
And be obnoxious.
Let us spray paint the walls.
Perhaps we should start our own protection racket.
And for anyone who's watching, here is a genuine piece of GM's advice. When you're writing a scenario, don't overplot the thing. Your players will do that all on their own. You just have to put enough plot in there to so you've got some sort of guideline and let the players run with it. That
just have a direction. Have a direction and let them go.
Yep.
Off you go.
Which is why that's me actually giving away my secret with my other team.
I still think that the hotel office might have some secrets in there that could give us an edge once we're in.
Very well. We should graffiti the office and raid it whilst we are there. Oops. 1 second, please. I must retire to my room.
I thought you said you didn't need servicing.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the bathroom or something and tweak my voice modulator because I realise I'm starting to sound too droid-like and that's going to blow my cover.
Adjust your boob panel as well. Make sure that's all okay.
Yeah, I know my cover is terrible, but I believe it.
Which is the main thing.
Just keep abreast of your keeping abreast of your group channel.
Perhaps it's a shame that they're not going to turn up for their protection money a little bit sooner, because we could then sort of like, we're protecting this place off, sort of thing. That brings the attention to them more pretty damn quick.
So, what are your intentions, lady and gentlemen?
They're, whatever they are, they're not honourable.
Well, there's getting their attention and there's getting their invite, and they are different things. Getting their attention is easy, and I suggest that we just act like unguided criminal youth, who don't have a larger group to be a part of.
Having said that, Phil does have a point in that if we are able to at least draw some of them out and keep them here or somewhere, then that means fewer people at their complex.
But what good does that do? We've got to actually get...
Because we need to infiltrate it. It means fewer problems, potentially.
Yet.
No, but it potentially means fewer problems because the numbers are thinned out.
I think we need to get ourselves invited to join them by basically acting like local hoodlums.
Well, what we need to do then has to be effective. Otherwise, why they have us?
Yeah. So you don't want
to trash the place.
I don't think we should be trashing places that it's going to cause them a problem. I think we should do things like steal cars and graffiti the streets. Civic damage rather than businesses that are paying protection.
We need to be careful though, because we don't want them to see us as a threat, like another gang coming in.
I'm saying act like local hoodlums.
Yeah, I mean, also I don't believe this place is generating that much revenue for them. That's why I proposed to trash the place. Also, not trash it beyond repair, not setting the whole building on fire, just enough to cause a ruckus and have them here to protect the place, and then play, of course, as it is our plan all along to lure them here.
It gets them here, but it doesn't get us invited, is the problem with that. We're being an annoyance to them at that point.
Yeah. Just remember that also when Keenan Wynn said he would try and find some way of setting up a meeting.
Did. Perhaps we should just leave it till tomorrow and see if he sets anything up.
And then when he does, how are we going to approach that as a group? Are we going to say, look, we're bored of stealing cars, have you got anything bigger? Or are we going to be...
I don't know, perhaps we say we can, I don't know, we can smuggle spice in. Do you need a new spice source? Cheaper spice source?
Yeah, do we act like we're big players from off-world? Looking to distribute a new drug called Jizz or something. I don't know why that came to my head, but, there we go. I've named it now. Can't go back.
Giggle.
Giggle Jizz. Gurgle Jizz.
Oh, God help us all. Things you never thought you'd hear in a Star Wars story. Brand new fucking designer drug called Gargle Jizz. I mean,
come on,
really.
you need to read Star Warps. That has tons of that in there.
Again, Court Wars. That's where it's going.
So, small players or big time off-worlders? Because we have no product to sample. So we need to think about that.
That's true. We've got no product. That is true.
It was just me sending a Star Wars link through.
Have we got anything we can use?
Well, the problem is if we buy something here, they're going to either know about it or be the distributors of it.
Yeah.
He's one of the water things.
Yeah.
I actually got there. Oh, I don't know.
Didn't think of that before we set off. So I think we've got to be small-time players and do like some local small-time crime.
Yeah. I don't think that's the safer of the two options anyway, because
we've got to run the gauntlet of stormtroopers. I know, but I should do this in character. We have to run the gauntlet of stormtroopers. I know.
Can we then hit the Imperials, not doing any damage to the locals, but nick something useful from the Empire?
This is what I'm saying. We attack the state. Do the thing we like to do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I'm getting a good servicing.
Not for another 37 days, you're not.
Yeah, beating fascism definitely arouses you.
Yeah, sorry if I maybe misinterpreted things, but this League of Malice is not working how the Empire wants them to work. In a sort of liaison-ish kind of thing. If we act against them, yes, if they are, yes, and if we are to meddle with Empire business while we are on their paybook, this will get us the wrong kind of attention.
They might be Imperial intelligence, but they are playing the part of gangsters.
Still doesn't confute my point. As if they are playing like intelligence from the Empire, and we get their attention by putting our hands on something Imperial. Either they kick our asses, or they tell somebody to kick our asses.
Or they recruit us in order to use our special talents for their own purposes. Which is our goal.
We need to prove we've got some worth to them.
Yeah, get them something that they want and present it to them.
What do they want? We need to find out what they want.
Well, exactly. The office might be a good start, but apart from that, we might have to span out a little bit.
Let us steal an 80 ST.
Our contact might know what they want.
Yeah. Hence, the manager. The manager's not here, but his office is.
I'm just pausing for effect from the let's steal an ATST, and no one blinked.
No, we're used to it now.
Okay, yeah, it's only going to get bigger from stealing that. It'll be in a couple of sessions. We was nicking a planet.
We could joyride it and crash it and abandon it.
But if we do that, how are they going to know who did it?
We'll leave graffiti on it.
Bingo.
Fuck's sake.
Okay, but we need to leave, something that they would potentially recognize, maybe even their own symbol, if we know what that is.
3 bios and 1 droid.
Bio droid?
3 bios and a droid.
That is how we introduced ourselves.
Are we getting to a stage where we need a name then? Or
that is our
name. A symbol made up of 3 bios and a droid.
I think they steal something they need. We could put like Jason said, we can present to them.
Or even someone.
We solved a problem.
If we are to do that, then they will get us to do a mission that Imperial intelligence wants doing. And I would be uncomfortable with doing a mission for Imperial intelligence.
Doesn't mean we have to do it.
We do it. That's what you're using to get in. Yes.
Doesn't mean we have to do it well.
Yeah, I'm on board with what Daxir was saying. So let's just have a look into the manager's office. If we manage to find some way to contact them,
the manager at the front desk.
No, it's in the office. Manager's not here.
Did I misunderstand that? I thought the manager was the thingy at the
No.
front desk.
No,
No,
she's
no.
the receptionist.
No, she's just a receptionist.
Right.
Who tried to be welcoming and charming, etc. To which I replied, "Is she really trying, though?" But yeah, it's a different person. It's not the manager.
Right. I got one end of the stick. I apologize.
Who leaves for the night? So we have. I mean, if somebody gets the receptionist's attention somewhere else, we might
If you want
infiltrate
to
the man.
commit a crime, you are doing it at our place of residence. This is the first rule of thievery.
I just want to acknowledge the evil laugh coming from Cornwall.
It's the Cornish warlock.
That's the boy playing Roblox.
What? What? What are you saying?
Anyway, right. So what's
we don't have to do anything drastic. We could just set a faucet off or
hotel,
something.
Perhaps.
But how will that get us into the office in this hotel?
We should not do that to this hotel. We are staying here. Do you want to lose your place of residence and the place we need to be at to be contactable to our other contacts?
It is a crime also only if they catch us.
It is madness.
So we do it next door then.
Exactly. They'll have the same protection racket next door.
Do we know that for sure?
Oh,
We
I
were
know.
basically
Let's set
told.
up a protection racket where we ask every 8th business for income. That was sarcasm.
Yeah, I know it was.
Let us walk out to the street and see what businesses are either side of this one.
Well, I mean, if it's a proper protection racket, everybody in the area will be under the same crime family, won't they? There'll be restaurants and butchers and everything.
Yeah.
So
So have a quick look on the street and see what businesses are either side.
Okay.
We're breaking this guy's heart.
As you walk out, across the road is a restaurant. You then have what looks like a sort of convenience store hypermarket to your right, and to the left, which is literally because it's a corner. So the left, you're actually sort of on the corner. There's like a couple of fast food restaurants and so on.
I suggest the convenience store would be used to being robbed and would be most likely to have a number.
Yeah.
Sounds plausible enough.
I was there for 10 minutes trying to.
Let us go in, purchase goods, and make idle chatter to the person working the till.
I think that might scare them if we do that. They might not be used to it.
I am programmed to a high level of proficiency in small talk. I mean, I have learned small talk well.
Perhaps you should go in and do it yourself then. I don't know if we should all be exposed to
I can go with her. I can go with her. Kind of dampen the small talk a little bit. If you know what I mean.
Okay, as you go in, you realize that there's no staff per se. You reckon there might be a manager in the place, but you can see that there is one sort of security guard, a Gamorrean of all things,
Yeah, that's what's
Wow.
because this is a longer gap.
I will just go directly up to him, stand there, and say, "Excuse me, whilst I delete my dating apps."
What can it be on?
For I no longer need them. It is a flirtatious joke.
Oh, yeah, no, foolish.
I thought you were doing small talk.
Yeah, she's basically coded to fuck.
The actual tills are manned by droids.
Good for you.
Are you a radio antenna? I feel a data connection.
The Gamorrean actually
Go and talk to someone at the
the
till.
Gamorrean actually walks away, shaking his head
Oh,
and somewhat trying to piece together the last 2 minutes of his life to see whether or not it had any meaning. Any meaning, purpose, or worth.
Why are these unnecessarily high?
Does this place have cameras?
That will be 73 credits. Thank you. Thank you, and good night. Have a safe journey home. Next, please.
Hello, droid. Nice weather.
No, you left me here.
Apparently.
Could you please tell me the contact details for the local protection racket?
Protections, protective devices, aisle 3. Rackets are sporting goods, aisle 7.
I assumed that the droids wouldn't know.
Are you aware of the local arrangement between your manager and a group of local ruffians and gangsters?
I know how to scan items and take credit. You can see the Gamorrean is now back. And whilst he's not being specifically aggressive, you now notice that he does have a stun baton in his hand.
I shall turn to face him.
Yeah.
Well, here I am. What are your other 2 wishes?
is that a stun baton in your pocket, or are you just pleased me?
I was really wondering if you would go there. I sometimes open goals. I wondered if you would go there. You didn't. I'll give you credit.
No,
you didn't go for the obvious double entendre.
From where we are standing at the till, can we see any entrance into this manager's office?
You can see what looks like double doors. You assume that's the way through to the warehouse area where all the projects will be brought through to this.
Using the heightened level of distraction that is currently occurring, because the rest of us drop a boss through.
Well, here's the thing. That's called a stealth roll, and you're making it.
Oh damn!
Well, volunteer.
If you're attempting it, it's a stealth roll.
Stealth. Okay. There's me 8. There's an 8. There's a 6. Excellent. There we go.
Remember the separate rolls, and remember if they do a.
Oh. Thank God for the wild die. Okay, that's 18.
18.
Jeez.
Okay. Right. So, with all the nimbleness of Nurief in his prime, you ballet dancer.
Oh.
Okay.
Of course. How could we forget?
Totally oblivious.
Ladies and gentlemen, Every now and again, I do actually feel like the culturally superior one.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen very often, so this is a moment.
But you're quoting ballet dancer names, which makes you completely inferior in every way possible, because it means you're a toff. Worse, you're a toff from Scotland.
And do you forget it?
Oh no, you didn't.
Your mama.
Them fat words.
Right.
I mean,
So,
if you genuinely are a toff from Scotland, are you at home anywhere?
He's left.
I don't know if
well, that was the end of tonight's
or
session. Right. So, with all the grace of a toff from Scotland ballet dancer, you have managed. You have managed to stealth your way, whilst the guard is being distracted, into the sort of the back area, which you assume will probably have the offices and everything in it as well. Your assumption is correct. You can actually see a sort of small stairway. Manager's office. Keep out. Looks like a standard sort of key card lock on it. Anyone else joining him?
No, I want to keep with the distracting as well, if needs be.
I got loads. You are so hot, you could be causing global warming.
Yeah, but remember, there's the droids as well that we need to take care of. So
I think someone needs to be to limit the damage.
If needs be, I'm tempted to get out a load of coupons and go through them one by one and ask if I'm eligible to use them here.
Yeah, I was just thinking about
no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes.
I was thinking about going out the other way in order to enter the warehouse from the rear door.
We've found out who killed Peter Griffin. So
he's setting you up. He's setting you up.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
He's setting you up. But anyway. What we will do is we will have a small 5-minute break.
All right.
And then we'll deal with what happens in the rear of the building.
Okay. Up the back passage.
5.
Good stuff.
Okay, so Gun Sorcerer, Katana Sorcerer, Gun Sorcerer, Pounder, Axe Sorcerer, and Red Scarf Sorcerer, and Curse Manipulator.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. I was a bit close.
You've got massively louder.
Oh.
I hope everyone is enjoying things so far.
Of course.
Yes. Oh, you just reminded me I was going to get another XLR cable. Excuse me. Because you said I was suddenly louder, and it reminded me of when I did another game where people were saying that my...
Just after you pulled the microphone right up to your face, and you were like,
Yes.
Hello!
Mm-hmm. I know, but I still want to get a spare. Just in case.
Do you actually have some in the guitar bags in the loft?
I did wonder if we had some. Cue.
Probably got some with the film equipment as well, although we did have some reliability issues with some of those at the end when we last used them.
Yes.
Oh my god, editing the sound on the Fighting Fantasy Fest video with the bloody cable break.
Yep.
Yay for backups at least.
Okay. So.
Okay.
I will deal with Jojo first, who is attempting to head round the back of the building. Getting round the back is fairly easy, in so much as getting actually to the back of the building. Getting into the building, however, there are 3 more guards, Gamorreans. So it will require either dealing with them directly or attempting a stealth to get past them. And it will be an opposed roll, so against their notice.
Well, with the infinite amount of credits that you gave us, I bought a comlink.
Okay.
Does anybody else have a comlink in the party? Okay, so I'm calling Daxir.
This is the voicemail of Daxir. Please leave. No, joking.
Georgia doesn't know what to do with that. Right.
No, I'm still waiting for the beep to leave the message.
Oh.
How do we get for that one? Right. Okay.
That's a very long voicemail message.
I said I was joking. It was.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was part of the message still.
Oh, no.
By the way, Daxir, apparently there are 3 guards looking the back door. Should I deal with them?
If you need to get what we need, then yes. Deploy attack mode or whatever it is we have to say to you.
Okay, perfect. So that means I am taking out my DXR6 rifle.
Oh dear God.
Yes.
Right. So first question. This is going to be a 2-part question.
Oh no. Okay.
And it will be for obvious reasons. 1, does your gun have a stun setting?
Unless it was written in the properties.
Would have been put. It would have been put in the notes if it had one.
No, I don't have stance weapons.
Okay, right. So that completely negates the second part of the question. Because the second part would have been, are you using stun? But
apparently not.
But as you don't have stun, that second part of the question becomes obsolete. Right. So you're going to have a drop on them for the first shot at least. After that, you're going to have to go to initiative.
Okay. Can you remind me what ROF means?
Rate of fire.
Oh,
has
okay.
Has it got rate of fire of 3?
No, that's a rating fire of 1, but
yeah, it just means one shot round.
Because of this, I'll take out my light repeating blaster, which is a rate of fire of 3.
Okay.
I assume I can attempt to shoot.
Yeah, right. Here's how the rate of fire works. Okay, and this is where I do get the tables out. Because I need to get the rate of fire. I need to get the rate of fire. I know what I want. Oh, yeah.
In the meantime, I'm having a look about what my edge means, because I cannot recall it. It was in the Star Wars Companion. Okay, page 30. Okay.
Okay, so what is the rate of fire? 3?
Yes.
Right, so here's how it works. You will roll 3 shooting dice.
Mm-hmm.
Remember you roll your wild die as well.
Which is a D6 for all of them, or just one cumulative?
Oh no, just each one of them.
Okay, perfect.
Right, so the wild die can be used to substitute for one of the 3 shots that you're firing. So in case one of your shots is a complete fuck up, you can use the wild die instead for that shot.
Okay.
Right. These shots can be split amongst all possible targets as a player desires, but must all be taken at the same time.
Okay.
And you will be shooting at short range, so it's you're not going to have the minus for that. So I take it as there's 3 there, you're going to shoot 1 each.
Yes.
Okay. So you get the drop on all 3 of them. I'm seriously thinking of giving you the element of surprise as well, because you're about to hit them. Yeah, I'm going to say it's a drop. You've got the drop on them. So it's a +4 to your attack and your damage.
Okay.
Because you're taking them, but for this round only. Because basically you're just walking up and shooting them because they're not looking.
Okay. So I'm rolling every die, which is a D10 for shooting, with a D6 for the...
No. 3 D10.
Okay.
And 1 D6. Okay. And that 1 D6 can be used to replace one of your D10s.
Okay, sorry.
If the shooting is a complete fuck.
Okay, I misinterpreted. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay, so that's 1 that I'm substituting. Okay. So the first roll is a 4.
Remember to add the +4.
so it's an 8. The
Okay.
second one is a 7. The third one is a 10, so I am re-rolling it.
Re-roll added on.
That's a total of 22.
Okay, that's fairly brutal. So was that a roll of 7 or was that a roll of 3 plus 4?
It's a 3 plus 4. It's a
Okay.
4 plus 4. It's a 10 plus 8 plus 4.
Right. So what's the damage on
3d6.
your 3d6? Right. Deal with the 7 first, which is just 3d6.
Okay. Sorry, I'm fetching another d6. Okay.
Now these are added together, and remember they can explode.
They can't.
They can.
Oh fuck! So I rolled two 6s.
Right.
So
So
basically,
roll them, add them on.
Ok, 12 più 4, 16.
You were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
23 on the first one.
Right. Okay. So the next ones, because you rolled high enough to get a raise, you get an extra d6 damage.
Oh fuck me! For what? The only one time I'm not taking every dice I have out of the bag. Okay. Oh fuck me!
So we'll deal with.
It's a
deal
46.
Deal with the 8 first. Deal with the one that you hit for an 8 first. So this is 4d6, and remember, if you roll any 6s, they explode. They reroll.
Perfect. So it's 10, 13, 13, 19. I have to reroll one. Okay. 19, 24.
24. Okay. Now the other one,
which is
4d6 again.
4d6s again. Okay. Oh fuck! This is a 12.
Just 12.
Just 12.
Okay. So let me explain what happened to the former Gamorrean guards.
Oh no. Okay.
Like blowing from a gun, yeah.
That just one quick boom, 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 and you took out the 3 of them quite handily. And I forgot to say that was that the damage wasn't including the +4 for having the drop.
Oh no!
See? So the drop that would have been extra. That yeah, they're all dead. They're all very, very dead. They're all just.
It's useless to resist.
Hilariously, the one where you got the really good pinpoint shot was the one you did the least damage on.
Yeah, that's funny.
Whilst the other 2, which was a bit more sort of strafing, you basically cut in 2. Right. The good news is there are no guards at the back door now.
Okay, so there were cameras.
Yeah, well, no, those blasters aren't exactly silent.
I have to deal with the guard in the shop immediately then, so I do.
I just kicked the door in.
Right, I am going to go to initiative at this point because everyone's going to start making actions. So I'm just going to go round the block. Becky of 4 of clubs. Jason 8 hearts. Giorgio 4 of spades. 7 hearts for Phil.
Oh, okay.
Crikey. Right. Hilariously, some of the last people to move will actually be the people who actually did anything. That's all I can say. First person to move will be Jason.
Okay. So I think there's no holding actions in Savage Worlds, is there? Is that what you said last time?
You can hold. It's
kind of pointless.
Well, I mean, it's circumstantial, and I don't mean that. I'm not tripping on that. it's circumstantial. There are, you can technically hold off your action if you wish. You can certainly do it with a joker, because you can decide when you want to act anyway. There's nothing to stop you from holding off your action until someone else acts. There's just no specific bonus for it.
No, I know that. It's more, I want to see first if the other two's path through the back door is clear. If I can see that from here, then great, and I'll kind of hold and see what the Gamorrean does. But if not, I will make my way towards the back door, make sure that they can get in, get up the stairs, and kind of help almost like a cover.
I'm going to say from your angle, probably not be able to see the entirety of the warehouse.
Okay. In that case, I'll move a bit and take a position so they are covered while getting up the stairs.
Okay. Phil.
Yeah, I've made it in through the doors from the shop, so I'll look around and see if I can identify anything like an office or even any people in the warehouse, and then make my way to the office as quickly as possible.
I mean, there's a lot of droids, kind of, getting stuff and building. You have heard what could best be described as a small ruckus happening just outside the warehouse doors.
Okay, I'll rush towards the office if I can identify one.
Okay. You'll get to the office door next round.
I try and beckon you over, actually.
Oh, sorry. I was in the warehouse though, because I sneaked in the last. Did my roll and sneaked in.
Yeah, okay. He's already through the doors.
Fair enough. I don't sense anything.
Ballet dancer supreme snuck in.
Where are you?
The Gamorrean is turning because he's heard the ruckus.
Leo, this is Leo.
And he's now turned his back to you, and he's heading for the warehouse door, the connecting door. And now I've got to remember how this works. So the next person to act, fun enough, is Giorgio.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm kicking in the door.
Okay. I quite frankly, the pedantic part of me would make you do some sort of strength roll to see whether you kick it in. But quite frankly, I'm so impressed with the one-shotting of those three guards. I'm just going to let you have the cool factor and just kick the door in.
Okay. Thank you.
Sometimes you just gotta go with it.
Oh no. Okay. I would have passed the check, but that doesn't matter.
I'm gonna make you look cool for the hell of it. And that happens. And Becky, you're last.
Never. Okay. Have I clocked how many security cameras are in here?
There's a fair few. You also assume that all the droids have can record from vision as well. You would assume for people trying to kind of run off at the tills and all that.
I need to do a calculation as the Gamorrean is making his way to the back, and we go down, and I go, if I were to follow him down an aisle, can I be away from cameras?
I'm going to say no, because it's just, you're going to assume that this place. I think you were right you were right in the assumption that this place has probably been robbed enough that they've got cameras everywhere.
Wait a minute. You kind of described it as having all sorts of different paraphernalia, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, do they have like blankets and shit?
Yes.
Do they have a middle aisle
equipment or bedding?
Yeah, I could do something with that, or I could just, you know what? Actually, the thing to do is just to get into the office. I will try to. I'm going to try to, seeing as he's turned his back to me, I'm just going to try and sneak ahead of him and get into the where he's heading to the warehouse. I want to get there first. So rapid.
Well, it comes down to, do you want to sneak or do you want to run past him?
That's a fair point, isn't it? Yeah, you can't really, because yes, otherwise you're right. It's an and otherwise, isn't it? Oh, this is so difficult. I know what I need to do. I need to take all the cameras and droids out at once. What's the blast radius of an ion EMP grenade?
Ooh.
Oh,
just bear in mind that my main gun is iron.
Oh, that's your issue. I'm immune because I'm a biological.
Yeah, but I want to be able to like use it at some point to help you.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Turn it off now.
Jesus, motherfucker.
Is it a bit big?
So I've been told.
Nice. It's just setting this thing up.
I managed to do that, and I'm looking stuff up.
It's just going to shut Giorgio down outside.
Not my problem.
Right, is he looking for something?
I assume the warehouse is slightly big.
Yeah.
Not just some sort of
deposit. If it's a supermarket with camping sections, a grenade isn't that big.
No, but the blast area will affect the entire shopping area. I've just looked up.
Excellent.
I've just looked up. It's a medium blast template, which is more than enough to take out a shop.
Okay, I unscrew a nipple, prime it stealthily, and secrete it on a shelf whilst it ticks down to 0. And it actually doesn't impact me because I have the white noise anti-static system. So I'm gonna just sort of move around to the next aisle like it's nothing to do with me.
Okay, right. So that will tick in. Right. So the next round, 10 of diamonds for you, Becky. 5 of clubs for you, Jason. 5 of diamonds for Giorgio. Queen of clubs for Phil. Ouchie. Interesting. Okay. And the first person to move is the Gamorrean, who is now moving fully into the warehouse area. He pushes a button just as he enters, and all the droids that were simply just sort of lifting and carrying items, place the items down and go immediately sort of bipedal. And the lifting arms, you can now see have what look like barrels sort of extending. So that's his action. Phil.
Did I identify an office?
Yes, just up the stairs. A manager's office. Keep out.
That's where I want to be. Then I will be moving up the stairs towards the office.
Yeah, no, you were heading towards there last time, so you've now made it there. Okay. As I say, it looks like a standard key code thing. You're fairly certain you can hear there's someone within it.
Okay, but I think it's locked, right? It's got a keypad on.
Yeah, I mean, you assume it could lock from the, I mean, you could try the door, but.
I will knock on the door, but I will also loosen my blaster pistol in my holster.
Okay.
And I will use that on stun setting if I get the chance.
Okay. Who's there?
Just inspection. Imperial inspection. Open up.
Not even a slight weapons malfunction.
I'm pretty sure this is fast talk, but I'm just going to double check.
We might get weapons malfunction in a minute. I'll do the weapons roll.
This is about as fast talk as it gets.
It's the worst one.
Damn, there isn't fast talk. It's going to be
Like a persuade or something.
persuasion. I can't really call it intimidation because of the way you worded it.
Yep, sure. No intimidation. I don't have persuasion anyway.
So it'll be a D4 be a D4 -2. You've also got you also get your wild die.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, once you've finished rolling, you subtract 2 from the result. You don't do the -2 until the.
Well, that's not great. It's either a -1 or a 3. Sorry, 2.
Okay. What are you talking about? We had an inspection last week. You're not meant to come back here for another 10 days.
It's on my roster. Open up. It's an inspection. It's got it written down on the paperwork.
Aye, go boil your heat. I hear that alarm.
If I go away now, I come back with a squad of stormtroopers, and you're gonna have to pay for the deployment.
Well, this escalated quickly.
We'll get to a persuade roll from you next round.
Yeah, that's not gonna work either.
Becky.
Has there been a big explosion of EMP?
You're going to roll the 3d6 big explosion of EMP.
Indeed.
And yes, like all combats, yes, dice explode.
But that's a double 6 on the first 2 dice.
Okay.
Oh, that's another 6.
Oh, my poor gun.
I'm in A helicopter.
25, then the other dice. Okay, 27. And is there a wild die?
No, not for damage. Not for
27.
Damage. You can get extra damage, but you didn't aim it or throw it, so there was no skill check. You just placed it and set it. Right. So, the EMP goes off. Whilst it doesn't, the blast area pretty much takes out the shop front, all the aisles and everything. Whilst it doesn't take out in fact, I'm going to make a roll on that. Yeah. Whilst the radius isn't enough to take out the back sort of loading area where all the droids are, it is enough of a blast area to take out that button that set them all off, which is which effectively acts as a kill switch and powers them all down.
Great work.
Hopefully all the cameras and till workers too.
This is the sort of situation where I would actually give you a Benny, but as we're sort of near the end of the session, it's not going to be because no one's used their Bennies this year, this session. But we'll get to that. Right, so that's that done. So
that was my action last turn, really. So now I pull out the sub-competing blaster and shoot a Gamorrean in the back.
Yes, would you like to give
cameras.
Would you give me a shooting roll, please?
Absolutely.
Believe you have.
Oopsie, yes.
I can't really claim that it's that you're. I can't really claim that you've got the drop on him because he knows you're there. However, I will I will claim it to be prone. So he's at -2 for
Yeah.
fighting and parry. Not that it actually matters.
Okay. Well, I only rolled a 5, so I guess 7.
It's a standard hit. Roll your normal
Pointing.
damage.
It's only my self-repeating glass, so just a little thing. So 2d6 plus 2. Oh, it's a 6. 17.
Yeah, that's enough to drop him.
Head exploding over the button.
Trying to keep this PG-13, which the amount of double entendre has pretty much rendered
What?
mute. But
PG-13? Who said that?
Jojo.
Okay, what do I see in the warehouse?
Right. What you were seeing was a whole bunch of loader droids sort of looked like they were standing up ready to shoot and have now completely powered down. You can see most of the lights have went off and the emergency lighting is not kicking in because of the EMP. And you have seen that Phil has climbed up sort of a set of stairs to a door and seems to be arguing with the person on the other side of it.
Okay, so I will be running towards Rix.
Okay.
While throwing a fragmentation grenade in amidst of the droids below.
Give me a throw and roll.
I thought you were going to say towards the office.
No,
why?
no.
Give me a throwing roll now.
Fuck, I don't have a throwing.
It's D4 -2. Right.
Just because I detached my grenade launcher.
Yeah, right. Here's the thing, and this is where I get serious for just a second. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You do have bennies for rerolls on this, right? But if you roll snake eyes, or you get like a minus roll on this, that is a fumble.
Okay.
Okay. So be aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because
So
you're literally just trying to lob. You're trying to sort of lob something that you're not really trained in actually sort of lobbing grenades. So I would have your bennies ready.
Okay, I'm attempting my regular roll. First and foremost.
D4. You've also got your wild die. Remember, the -2 doesn't come off until you finish rolling.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I assume I'm taking the D6, which is a total of 3.
Okay. Do you want to spend a Benny and reroll? Let me explain. It's not a fumble, so you haven't dropped it down right beside you, but you haven't really thrown it very far either.
Okay.
In other words, you're going to be caught in the blast area.
But that was from a 5 on a D6.
Yeah, I assume I won't be able to do anything better. No, I'm not using the bennies because I don't think I will do anything.
Well, you've got 3 bennies, and remember, if you roll a 6,
but I'm stuck with the.
If you roll a 4, if you roll a 4 on the D4, you're rolling again.
Okay, I'm trying it.
You've got 3 bennies. You may as well blow them all.
You've got 3 bennies.
If you're committed to throwing it, then you may as well.
Yeah, I'm committed.
What'd you roll?
1.
On both die?
I rolled a 1 on the D6 and a 3 on the D4, so that's a total of 1.
You got another Benny.
I would really roll the Benny. I would really play the Benny at this point because that's a fumble.
Fuck me, yes. Oh, fuck me, that's a 4. Okay. Okay, that's a 4.
You got one more Benny.
No, 4's enough. He just needed to get to 4. Just needed to get to 4.
I got a 4, I got a 2, and then a -2.
Yeah.
So that's a 4.
It's a 4.
Woohoo!
It just
So you rolled a d4.
Yeah, and got a 4.
I got a 4 on the first one, a 2 on the second one.
Oh, I see. I see.
And then I'm
Right.
subtracting.
Yeah.
The D4 is.
Sorry, I thought 6 exploded. And I'm like, how do you end up at 4? No, I get
Yeah,
it.
any pretty much any die will explode. Any
Yeah.
die will ace. Right. So, what is the damage for that rotation grenade?
3d6.
And just so, oh shit!
What?
Okay. It's a large blast area. That pretty much that entire warehouse is going up.
Oh shit! Yes.
It's fragmentation, though, not incendiary.
I know, but it's a huge fucking blast area. If it's something that can get ripped in two, it's being hit. I will allow you to get. I will allow you to try. I will let you have an agility roll to see if you can get into some sort of cover.
Yeah, am I going to need that as well? By the way.
And me as well.
If anyone who is in the warehouse area is going to have to,
I'm kind of on the verge. See ya.
I'm going to make it a -2.
Oh,
did I picture
this?
this?
Agility.
But Riggs, you're upstairs. You're not in the warehouse.
Upstairs in the warehouse.
Upstairs in the warehouse is still in the warehouse area. He just went up some steps.
I pictured this warehouse way bigger than it actually is. I'm so sorry.
No.
9.
No,
I think
Giorgio,
the problem is the
warehouse
grenades
is
are bigger.
big. The grenade has a bigger blast area.
I think we're not quite understanding sci-fi grenade is apparently not something you throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need grenade launchers.
Okay, that explodes.
Well,
I'm going to use a Benny on that one because I rolled 2 twos.
I got an 8 on my agility roll.
Okay. I will allow that to take medium cover. Right, I'm going to deal with Jason slightly differently because you've still got your action to take.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because in the case the case of Giorgio and Phil, this is reacting.
Mm-hmm.
Because they both used their actions this turn, so this is reacting to what's going on. You've got an action, you could actually bolt or actually try and find some cover. This thing is ripping too.
Yeah, I'll do the latter because I've seen that Dati has very much taken care of the Gamorrean, which was going to be my plan anyway. So it makes sense for me to make my way up to the office. But because I can see G.I. Joe about to throw a fucking frag, I'm like, okay, I will do that in a minute and dive for cover.
How did you do, Phil?
I've got lucky, so I had 4 bennies, so I've used 3 of them to get a 7.
Okay, right. Jason, I will allow you to do a straight agility roll because you're not reacting. So you're not with the -2. Well, you've got an action.
Can I use the roll that I did before, or do you want me to roll again?
No, I'll take the roll you did.
I got 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So now, roll damage for your grenade, knowing that every single one of you is about to get hit with it. Well, we'll deal with that in a second.
It's a 9.
9 in total.
Yes.
Right. So, what is your? Well, I'll deal with George's first. What is your toughness?
I got a base of 6, a mod of +7, so my AV is 13.
Oh, it doesn't even hit you. I was about to give you another 4 for medium cover. Phil?
Mine's 9.
Okay, yeah, you're basically okay. I gave you 2 for you've taken it. You're actually you're stunned. But it could have been worse. The one time where you didn't roll shitloads of damage.
You're welcome.
I mean, it's you can only assume maybe the grenade's a little defective. I mean, it hasn't done an awful lot of structural damage. It hasn't really damaged the robots that much. You see the odd limb, the odd bit of wheel off somewhere, but it hasn't really affected them that much.
Cost them millions in product loss, though.
Well, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
We got enemies now, boy.
Because we didn't last round.
Note to players. Grenades, big boom.
They're practically large.
Noted.
They're no longer grenades at that point. They're like bombs.
Yeah, they're actual bombs.
And the thing about the blast templates, all the it's the slight quirk of Savage Worlds. It gives all the ranges in terms of inches, as in inches on a battle map. Each inch represents about 25 feet. So a medium blast template is 4 inches in diameter, has a diameter of 4 inches. A large blast template, which is what the fragmentation grenade was, has a blast radius of 6 inches. So it's about 140, 150 feet diameter,
Jesus.
with the blast being the epicenter.
So it is actually a miracle.
It went about 75 all round.
Okay. So that's a miracle I didn't tear this place down.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
And the same applies to the ranges of your weapons as well. All the ranges are written in inches, not actual yards or meters. So multiply it by about 6 to get an idea of yards or meters.
So my light repeating blasters has a 30 inches of base range.
Then it can go. You can go about 100 feet. Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
You can go. Yeah, you can go about. Well, yeah. I mean, it's if you want it in feet, sort of, it works out at about, multiply it by about 3 or 2 or 3, and you'll get it in feet.
Why did we leave the fucking ship? We could have shoot everybody from the ship.
There's a reason Sigourney Weaver said it in Aliens. Just take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. So yeah, be careful with ranges. I'm very loose when it comes to ranges. I tend to go by the rule of cool. But when it comes to big booms, I do have to be aware of big booms happening in in nice enclosed spaces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping that in mind.
I don't think I would have been so bothered if it had been a small burst, but it's a large burst, which is where the LBT comes from.
So is anyone injured in our team?
No.
Okay.
Okay, good. I've been waiting for that for 5 minutes.
Sorry.
You didn't ask about me. It's okay. It's just you didn't mention toughness yet, so I'm like, okay, are you gonna mention? But, yeah,
What is your toughness actually?
Currently, it's an 8. I've got 2 separate suits, and I've got the battle armor on at the moment.
Yeah. Your
light
toughness,
battle armor.
Daddy? Just out of interest.
Sorry,
Your toughness.
My toughness is base 5, toughness 4, AV9.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, the way that works is your toughness is 9. 4 of that is armor.
That's the modifier, right? Base 5, modifier 9. Right, okay. I just forgot that. So yeah, 9.
Yeah, the thing with armor, that's where anything that has armor piercing comes in, because it will ignore certain amounts of points of armor. Although hilariously, it can only ignore if there's armor to get through. So almost the best thing to be wearing when you're being hit with something with a really big AP is no armor, because it doesn't make a fucking bit of difference to it.
Yeah, but you'd still want the armor for the shots that aren't AP.
Yeah.
Although in reality, armor piercing will often do less damage to unarmored things because they pass straight through, or have a habit of, which is in some cases preferable depending on what it hits.
Yeah.
Ideally, not a person.
At that point, the office door opens.
Yeah, you should be like all intimidated now. I'm really serious. I'm going to fuck this place up even more.
What kind of fucking inspection's this?
Okay, I'll be on the floor.
Did he not tell you about the added refurbishment as well?
I'm in someone's house. It's
You open up
like
your toe.
at the top of the hill.
You know how much? You know how much I'm gonna have to pay to replace all those droids?
I want to stun him.
I assume it will be slightly more expensive than a casket.
Bloody hell! Right, you're going to stun him.
Yep.
You got your weapon on stun.
Yeah.
Right. So you're rolling damage as usual, but the damage will be stun damage. So if you kill him, all you're doing is knocking him out.
Wow. 29.
Was that the hit roll or the damage?
No, that's the to hit.
Right. So you're doing an extra D6 of stun damage.
The damage is 3d6 plus 2.
Yeah, remember you now have an extra D6 damage because of the
10, 12.
Okay, he's down. It's not like he's wearing much armor. He's not that tough. He's a blooming corporate. Immediately falls flat on his backside. And at that explosive point, we're going to end the session there because you guys have got an advance coming.
Just before, because I don't want to forget this for next session.
Okay.
My action is to rob the tills.
Okay.
Not like we need the money, although I do have a grenade to pay for. But,
although technically, you won't find much in the way of cash because it's credit. But
no credit sticks or Republic credits or those.
It's all electronic transfer.
It'll all be electronic transfer, but
it's all contactless, babe.
Why does this place get robbed then?
Actual
goods. Good if you've solved crime.
Actual goods.
Oh, okay.
Credit laundering.
Can't do that if it's all digital transfer.
Oh, no.
But yes, we shall end tonight's session there. Thank you guys for being part of the anarchy that was. And we will pick it up at the next session. These guys are going to do an advance.
Cool.
These guys are going to do an advance, which will happen off camera. So everyone, thanks very much for watching, and we'll be back next session. Bye.
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 Oh, I've got to press a button, haven't I?
Yes.
Yeah, you're in charge this time.